Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Can you name me the one person who is the most hatred in the European Union? Yep, Viktor Orban. And he's hated not by his own people, which is great. Obviously, there could be some that there are some that probably don't like him, or some that hate him. But nevertheless, one thing you can't say, and that is he's not looking for his citizens' how should I put it, interest. He is. So what did he do? He vetoed new sanctions against Russia, and he tells the European Union, and not only, that Ukraine is light years away from becoming a EU member. Not even becoming, but applying for membership. So these guys, I don't know how Viktor Orban, the Prime Minister of Hungary, is still alive, being so obnoxious about these guys, being so naughty. So let's look at these two articles that I have ready for you. Russia Today, 18th of November 2023. EU member vetoes new anti-Russia sanctions. US state media. What's that, PBS? What's that? CNN, MSNBC, or The Hill. Discussion of new measures against Moscow at EU ambassadors' debate put on hold because of Hungary. RFE/RL reports. Talks on the European Union's 12th round of anti-Russia sanctions have stalled after Hungary's complete objection to the entire package. A correspondent from the US state-controlled media Radio Free Europe / Radio Liberty. Well, if you disagree with that characterization of US state-controlled media, please go and see who funds these guys. And if you find over there US Secretary of State or the State Department, or if you find FBI or CIA or anything like that, then let me know. Don't go. Okay? I tell you my interaction with these guys when we were in a communist Romania. A lot of people were listening to Radio Free Europe, and or Radio Liberty and the Voice of America. And yeah, they were saying certain things that you were not hearing, obviously, in the communist press. But certain things we didn't understand. Yeah. They want us to be free, like Iraqis wanted to be free. And then after the 1989 revolution, on our own, we dug and we found out that these guys were paying money. Do you think because they want us to be free? It was the war of information. So who's sponsoring? That's who's owning. No? According to Ricard Jozwiak, posted on X, formerly Twitter, it is unclear whether an agreement on the issue will be reached before Christmas. First debate among EU ambassadors today on the new and possibly weakest EU sanctions package to date on Russia. Jozwiak wrote. He added that there were lots of comments as Budapest put full reserve on entire package. So they did what they did. Let's go and see the other article coming from The Hill. Hungarian Prime Minister claims Ukraine light years away from being invited into the European Union. This is the suspect. All right. The Hungarian Prime Minister said Ukraine is light years away from being invited in the European Union in Saturday comments. At a biannual Congress for his party, Viktor Orban said he and his government would push back against December talks on whether Ukraine should be invited to begin membership negotiations, according to the Associated Press. And I'm quoting Orban. Our task will be to correct the mistaken promise to start negotiations with Ukraine, since Ukraine is now light years away from the European Union. Orban has threatened to withdraw support for Ukraine as it fights an ongoing war with Russia in the past, in retaliation to his treatment of ethnic Hungarians and the bank. The bank, yes. Remember Andrew Jackson? I killed the bank. Yes, and the bank. He told, you know what is going on with the bank? The Ukrainians placed the most important Hungarian bank on the entities sponsoring war or something like that. Companies sponsoring war. And these guys, what are you talking about? So he told lawmakers that he was protesting a 2017 law limiting Hungarians from speaking their language, saying Hungary wouldn't support Ukraine when it comes to international issues until the previous laws are restored. Back in September, he added that Hungary is doing everything for peace in the war between Ukraine and Russia. But, and I'm quoting, unfortunately, the Russian-Ukrainian war continues. Tens of thousands of people are victims. Diplomats must take control back from the hands of the soldiers, otherwise it will be in vain for women to wait for their sons and fathers to have blah, 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 blah. Okay, my friends. So, strange enough, a Hungarian has balls as well as the Poles, and he's trying to be independent as much as he can in that, how should I put it, Soviet Socialist Union of Europe, or how we want to call it, because that's the way it goes. It's a blackmail. I'm going to give you money, but you change your culture. I'm going to give you money, but you change your tradition. Because we know, a few guys in Brussels, how the Hungarians should worship, should talk, should dress, should address one another, and how to behave in society, because they come from the, I don't know, from the woods or something. That's embarrassing. That's insulting. And believe me, a lot of Hungarians see through this. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.